Alright, and now for another driving video, but this is one we've never done before. I know the window's dirty, sorry. We are at Camp Hatteras in Rodanthe, North Carolina. So what you're looking at right now is the camp itself. And we are going to get some groceries. Let's try not to hit that picnic table, all right? All right, I think we're clear. Now, it's a little overcast. It was raining last night and this morning. That's one of the catch basins in front of you. That catch basin, I hear you can catch fish in it. All right, to your left is Pelican Playground. All the roads have names. Pelican, Lightning Loop, Sea Oaks Lane, that type of thing. All right. Let's go this way. Big building in front of you is the office, and the indoor pool, and the outdoor pool, and the store, and the game room. To your left is the pickleball courts, and the miniature golf course, the putt-putt. All right. Speed bump. Speed bump. That building to your left is the gatehouse. That's where I get to work. I know you're excited. And facing the other side is the sound side of Camp Hatteras and the conference center. We are now going to go to a place we have never gone before, which is beyond the left-hand corner of this facility. So I think it's time for us to take a sip of water and have an adventure. Bodie's adjusting well, except I have dogs on both sides of me, so when they go off, he goes off. It becomes the grand chorus. All right, here we go. Exploration time. We are heading to a town called Avon. It's supposed to be 17 miles away. So I'm going to see what else I can identify as I go around, because there's some other places that the locals have told me are here and are interesting. The KOA is right here. The St. Clair Landing Family Campground is here. Okay. I better pick up my speed. They're, I don't know, I'm hanging around. I got people behind me. There's a cafe for lunch and dinner, and there's a poolside cafe right there. Look at that. I didn't know that. There's a Dairy Queen, Hatteras Island, kiteboard and kayaks, Island Pines Resort, and another cafe. All right, all right. It's for sale. Oh, my. That might be interesting. That might be an interesting business venture, right? I like that. All right, let's see. Surf shop, Hatteras Surf Shop. I'm gonna get the number of that that cafe. That looks interesting. I might be in that windshield wiper. Sorry. All right, let's see where we're going. We're losing stuff, but that's all right. Boat rentals, of course. That's on the sound side. Right-hand side to you is the sound side, Pamlico Sound. Left side would be the Atlantic Ocean. All right, I know about that place. That's the Waterman's Retreat. I knew about that, and the surf shop. They mentioned that to me, and the cottages that are there. Basically a good-sized truck stop, which is cool. Photographer. Let's see. Waves, North Carolina. That place I gotta stop at. I hear that Waves has some incredibly good sandwiches, so I'm gonna find out. You know, I shouldn't, but I will. All right, let's see. There's a salon. I can get my hair cut. Realty. I'll go talk to them about the cafe and the Dollar General. God bless Dollar General. High water. Not today, even though it rained. Another realty place. Lazy Days Campground. So I might have to come out here and stop at these places. If I like this place, maybe if I can't get a full-time position where I am, maybe one of these other campgrounds will pick me up. You know, you got experience on this and that. We'll find out. The only thing we can miss is Carrie. Walking to the beach with the dog is not fun without Carrie. And I will say that Bodie, as I said before, does not like the soft sand. If he gets in the soft sand, he starts backing up, sliding side to side. But I get him to the hard sand, he's okay. If he gets to the ocean, forget it, he's over. It's done for him. He doesn't like the water. He does like sporting club. He does like, even though it's not water, the hard sand is okay. But he's always so disturbed when he goes to the beach. And the only thing I can think of is the sound. The constant sound, right? You can't stop the waves, and they're always pushing down, and I think he's just sensitive to that. Now, it did rain earlier today, and I wasn't going to go out. I was going to change my mind, but when the sun popped out, I said, nah, let's go get some groceries. It's cool. Cottages for rent, water sports for rent, fire station, good, that's a Chicamaco, I can't pronounce anything yet. Chicamaco, I don't know. I'm going to have to hit the windshield wipers again. I don't have any washer fluid. I still haven't been able to replace the, help me, the windshield washer fluid reservoir. Anybody I call just tells me they don't have it, and somebody's got to have it. Even Rockwell Auto doesn't have it. They had the antifreeze one I want, but they didn't have that one. Alright, I'm seeing the Pamlico Sound. I'm driving, just so you know, if you're looking on a map, I'm driving between, if you're looking at North Carolina, if you look off the end, the east side, there's a big long strip of land. And I'm on that little long strip of land. It's called the Outer Banks, for those of you who are unfamiliar. So I'm between the Pamlico Sound, and I am between the Atlantic Ocean. So again, the Atlantic is on our right, the Pamlico Sound is on our left. So if you're looking around from a widescreen view and you capture water, you know which direction you're looking, so you know what you're finding. Cape Hatteras National Seashore. So this is the Park Service. Alright. I do have cars behind me. I feel absolutely terrible that there's no real place for me to pull over because there's a gradient. There's Salvo, the day use area. We send people that come before 1 o'clock here to Salvo in the day use area. They can turn in, they got plenty of places to park, it's all good and groovy, they can come back. I'm going to turn my speed control on. Hang on. Let's get her up to 50. There we go. Now we got the guys passing me. Nice. So let's talk about this. The Carrie Ellen's doing pretty good here. She needs some work. Okay, I did pop some coils. Normal. I popped them when I was down in Flamingo. Okay. When I had her work done, I had an oil change and I had new tires. And now I think she's going to need another oil change. And I think I want to see if they can, other than check tire inflation, which I can do, I want them to oil change it, and I want them somebody who's skilled at it do it. Don't do it yourself. All right, let's see. So we're just kind of driving through beach scrub. It's the only way I can describe that as a biologist is beach scrub. Small scrubby stuff, a lot of conifer, you know, a lot of evergreen stuff. Grows real good in sand, so it would make sense it's here. Alright, so how was work? Again, it was okay. The 2 to 10 is a little rough for me because, you know, I go to bed early. I'm old now. So 2 to 10 is a little rough. I like the 7:30, 2:30 run. Okay, I really do. If I could do that all day, I would. And when I do the 7:30 run, you're not going to believe this. They give me a golf cart. I park it in front of the Carry Ellen. It doesn't have a name yet. We'll name it sooner or later. And but it's so I can, because I'm the first person in, beyond office staff. You know, I've got to run the entire campground as part of my morning routine. So I definitely get a golf cart, which I think is cool. I like it. If you're looking to the right, you're going to see... Oh, hey, sorry, dude. You're going to see... everyone's talking, you're going to see it looks like a parachute pop up. They're parasailing. They do that on the Pamlico Sound. Across from the camp... Well, the campground is across the street, too. However, there's a place next door that does that and rents jet skis, and you know, they seem to have a lot of fun. I'm not going to go do that. I have no interest anymore. I mean, I've ridden a jet ski. It's just no more. No more. The object is not to go and jet ski. I've done a little bit of hiking, even though my leg hurts, and that's fun. I like that. Beach walking, that's a lot of fun. I like that. But I'm not the beach kid. Carrie's the saltwater girl. I'm the forest guy. Tom and Sheree from Enjoy the Journey Life, it's the same thing. She's beach tribe, he's forest tribe. And I get down with that. Alright, here comes another large truck to go around me, which is fine. I don't argue. If I had a place to pull over, I would. I just see the drainage culvert to my right, and I'm like, there's nowhere for me to go. So, because if I pull over, it's like in the Everglades. If I pull over, I could end up in a ditch. Not a good plan. Learning more about the biology here. Okay, that's always interesting. The birds are not the birds where I was before. Let's see what's over here. The Cape Hatteras National Seashore. And the birds here are not the birds. I'm seeing sandpipers. I'm seeing a lot of common gulls, a lot of laughing gulls. Haven't seen any raptor birds yet. I was half expecting to see an osprey somewhere, but I haven't. Figuring it's a large body of water with fish, but haven't seen it. So it is what it is. A couple of songbirds, I can't quite see them. No small mammals. And I think the reason for that, if I'm doing my ecology right, is I'll tap my head a couple times and go, but there's no fresh water here. You know, you have to get it out of a puddle. So if there's a chipmunk or something, maybe, but I haven't seen one yet. Alright, one thing you'll notice is that the road is straight and flat. If you go back in my other videos and you look at me driving down the Everglades, you're going to say, this looks really weirdly familiar. It does. Okay. The only thing that's different between this and the Everglades, other than the size of the plants, which are all mainly scrub and conifer, the else is going on? Nothing really. My leg is in a steady state. It's not getting worse, but it's not getting better either. So last night was a little bit of pain. I had to sleep sitting up for a while, sleep laying down for a while. The night before that was the same thing, but the night before that, oh, there's a small mammal. Looked like a possum. The night before that, I slept straight through the night. So, you know, it comes and goes. All we can really do is keep it clean. You know, keep an eye on it, make sure it's not growing and going. Hopefully it'll shrink, and then eventually, you know, it's going to take a while to get it to nothing. I have a funny feeling that if I talk to somebody about it, they're going to want to lock me in a box, and they're going to want to pump more antibiotics into me, but I can't see the point of that anymore. They did it once, and what did it get me? Locked in a box again for more antibiotics now. No, it means the system is breaking down, and, you know, we're not, oh, hey man, we're not going to gild the lily anymore. If that takes me out, then that takes me out. I can't do it anymore. It's just, I just have to hear her voice, and I just have to go home. Let me die. I'll be good. Bodie gets sisters. Carrie will take care of him. I had a wonderful adventure, and we can move on. Bodie, it's okay. He's panting his little brains out here. He does that. He's still working on road dog attitude, right? So for the first 20 miles or so, he'll pant, and then he'll go to sleep, and then he'll pant again. He was a very good boy on the trip, though. I have to give him that. You know, Queso did California to New Jersey, and then he did New Jersey to Pennsylvania. He did Pennsylvania to Maryland, Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, and Florida. So that boy had some road dog experience. Bodie, however, got to see the Atlantic Ocean. Queso never saw the Atlantic Ocean. All right, what else? Thursday, let's announce it. Jack seems to be back on a regular schedule. Yay. Thursdays. So we're going to move his placeholder on Wednesdays. I'm going to start doing live streams Thursdays at 6. Okay? 6 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll try not to go more than a half an hour. Your questions are welcome. Other than that, it's just me rambling off and telling you what kind of garbage I dealt with that week. Okay, so we hope you tune in. You know, I will try to get to StreamYard, which I'm using now. I'm using Video Shop now. Using StreamYard to put in upcoming so you get the alert a couple of days ahead of time. I mean, that's about the best we can do. I will tell you guys, okay, that driving on a North Carolina road, if you've never done it, is very pleasant. Okay? They're very flat. They're very well maintained. There is no litter. There is nothing I really see laying around. You know, one of the things I did say to Bodie when we crossed the state line is, Bodie, the roads are going to bank. And, you know, it's a lot of fun. It makes driving an RV a lot easier. You know, the roads are straight, they're flat. You put your hand down on it and you're ready to go. It's like the Everglades. You just take your hand and you put it at the 6 o'clock and you just go. You know, cruise control, very important. I can see how this very flat, straight road could encourage somebody to lose their speed, especially a motorcycle. All right? Because there's nothing there to stop you. So, and I have a funny feeling that the North Carolina state troopers, they're not going to be friendly. I mean, cops aren't sipping on it and throwing it into the filter, just trying to get rid of the plastic. Tomorrow, I'll probably set up my water still and break out the chlorine dioxide and make some really good, clean water for my coffee, which is also on the list. I need coffee. I don't know if you drink coffee, but what kind of coffee do you drink? Put it down in the comments. I want to know. My latest is chock full of nuts, 50% chock full of nuts, 50% Cafe Bustelo, which I discovered when I was down in exile in Florida, and I was like, okay, that's kind of cool. It's got kind of an espresso feel to it. So, you know, you get that in the morning and your eyes pop open. You're like, okay. One thing I discovered in exile in the free state of Florida was Cuban coffee, which is a very strong espresso with brown sugar. It's served very, very, very hot. It's sweet. You need only a small amount of that, and boy, oh boy, your brain falls out if you have that. Oh, there's a gull and a hawk. All right, we've now seen a hawk. Hang on. All right. We are now in Avon, which was our destination. Let's see. Midget Realty, Ocean Sports, the Pow House Restaurant, the Fisherman's Daughter, which is a gift shop. My daughter would have loved that. Pamlico Point, because you're still on Pamlico Sound. Excuse me. We're still on Highway 12. I'm looking at houses. I'm not sure if they're, you know, livable houses or beach houses. Up, here we go again. Excuse me. Must be something I'm picking up outside. Another DQ. Island Attic. Gotta be a gift shop. These are residential homes on my left. I'm not sure about on my, I'm sorry, on my right. Not sure about on my left. But, hey, man, we're having an exploration. We're having some, there's a pool in that house. All right. Carried like that. She has the ocean and the pool. The Froggy Dog is a restaurant and pub. They talked to me about that. Let's see what else they got. Muffin and Scones Bakery. Isn't that cute? Sugar Kingdom. Yeah, I'll pass. I think I'll pass. Island Spice and Wine. Maybe on another day. The Sunoco, they talk about, look at that gas, $2.99 a gallon. Might have to stop there. We're at half. Catch 55, nobody's mentioned to me yet. Hang on, I'm hitting the brakes. Wings. No idea. Subway, I knew there was a Subway here. The Mad Crabber, they've spoken about. Okay, Jim. Oh boy. Burger. Avon Motel and Cottages. Alright, that'd be cool to hang out in. Hang out, just go for a walk. Nice. Another smoke shop. Always. Listen, I'm not a cigar guy. I don't smoke, but my friends that do, man, they stop at every single one. Dirty Dick's Crab House. Everybody talks about that place. I don't eat seafood, but they tell me they serve a really mean steak. Steak I can get into, man. Still haven't had venison in 5 years. Gotta get some venison, man. Surf shop. Again. Miss Carrie, where are you? This is the beach. just get in the car and she could drive that like 1/8 of a mile to the Atlantic Ocean. And when she got bored, she could drive the other half a mile over to the Sound. And then when she got bored, she could drive another half mile back to the beach. Ah, killing me. Although I might get on a jet ski with her. I'd like her to drive. I would love to see that happen. I'd love to see her operate a jet ski. That'd be so funny. The rest of my tribe, you'd be like, yeah, forget it, man. We're fine. I've done it. It's okay. It's fine. But I got a couple of buddies that would absolutely blow through it. They would have a blast. And we're watching our bikers. Where are we? I was told just keep going straight until I saw a food lion, but we're going to find out. Why, look, everyone, another realty place, which is not surprising, and a crab shop. Oh, here's the food lion. There's the Dirty Dicks. Alright, let's turn in. I see the food lion on the left. Super Wings, Duck Donuts. Now to find a place to park. You can't just operate a vehicle like this and not have a place to park. Oh, we got a guy with a beagle. All right. I'll find it. Might take a little finagling, but we'll find it. Not gonna park in a puddle. That'd be bad. Doesn't seem to be a lot of 5 spaces, so let's go behind the food lion. Let's see what we can find. You never know. Well, what do we got here? Yeah, that's not gonna work. Ugh. Okay. Alright. I think it's gonna squeeze through that, so. Carrie Ellen, she got a big old butt, right? We can't do that. We gotta take our time. Well, that might look promising. The hell? Alright, that's not gonna work. Alright. I am not gonna park sideways in handicap spots. That's just stupid. Alright, we'll find it. Don't panic. You know what? I could park here, except somebody put a whole bunch of Tesla charging stations here. Oh, God. What a waster. Man, I tell you what. I'll find it. That might be it. Right there. I see a 4 square. And docking complete. All right. All right, we're going to head to the Food Lion. We want you guys to be good and groovy. I'm going to upload this on the way back, and I'll see you in a bit. Bye.